Got a few people in here already. What do we got in here with us tonight? How's it going, Kenny? Mark? How's it going? Not much up here. Perry Dunn, how's it going? That's good. Jeff Craig? What are you guys up to tonight? Dell's Catering's in here? Been a long time? Just got done with work? Watching Poltergeist? There you go. Yeah, so Halloween came and went, and Halloween, I think it was all day on Halloween. Super, super windy here. Lost a lot of leaves and made me a lot of work, but the wind eventually ended up blowing all the leaves off my lawn, and you guys seen the video, over into the neighbor's yard. And it pushed up against the fence that she's got in the back, and I went out and took care of leaves today again. And all along that fence, I wanted to mulch them up because, number one, they're my leaves. And I thought it'd be the polite thing to do since I'm mowing like 15 feet away from there. And, but anyways, I didn't want them to also blow back into my lawn, so I was mulching those up today. And there's so many leaves that got pushed up against that fence that leaves were coming up over the hood of my riding lawnmower. How's it going, Len Dane? I think Len Dane must be new. I can't recall seeing that name before. Welcome, anyhow. Brand new to the channel. Whereabouts are you from? Well, welcome, Mac Attack. I'm in Barron County, Wisconsin. Mark's doing 4 racks of baby backs tomorrow. There you go. That sounds good. I actually have a barbecue video coming up for you guys. I think this will upload Wednesday. Yes, the window is terrible. Didn't go hunting. Yeah, I seen your video there, Kenny. Yeah, the window is crazy here. Like that one tree in my backyard had hardly dropped any leaves, and it's almost bare now. I mean, it's a big tree, so if it dumped the rest of them, it's going to be a good amount of leaves yet. The one in the back, too, that one dropped a lot, too, but that one's still holding a lot. So, I ain't done with a rider yet this year. Plus, well, as you guys know, I uploaded the video. Got my Cub Cadet finally. Pretty excited about that. Had to go buy some tire chains. I thought I'd paid for them when I paid for my rider because I asked for them. And I just handed the guy the money, and they delivered it. Didn't have any tire chains on it. So the next morning I had to run up to the dealership again and get tire chains. That was like 68 bucks. New rub from Bearded Butchers. I'm trying. Okay. I haven't heard of Bearded Butchers yet. Let me know if it's any good. Hope everyone has been getting ready for the ice. It'll be game time before you know it. Well, yeah, the extended forecast isn't looking real good. It's going to be warm here all week, but it is going to drop back down to highs in the 30s, lows in like the 20s again, which is close. It's not ice building weather, but it's getting there again. We've actually had just about every morning here a little skim ice down on the lakes, but I didn't want to record that for you guys because, you know, it's just false hope, you know, that ice definitely isn't going to stay, especially it's going to be almost 70 here by the end of the week. So did I try my new mower out yet? No, not yet. I had them put the snow blower on it for me when they delivered it, and obviously don't have any snow right now, but yeah, I won't get to mow with it until next spring. Then I'll have to take the snow blower off and put the mowing deck on it. Finally built my Smitty. Not sure what a Smitty is there, Jeff Crate. Have some good rubs. Okay. The whole Midwest is having a warm week. Yeah, it's pretty much what I figured. So yeah, we ain't gonna get on the ice as soon as we did the last few years, but that's okay. I mean, I still got stuff to do around here at the house, so I actually would like to get the lawn fertilized one more time yet. I haven't been up to any box stores or anything to see what they even have. Maybe nobody even has any fertilizer anymore this time of year, but it would be smart for them to have fertilizer this time of year because the guys that are, you know, serious about their lawns, they want to fertilize again. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to. I might have to order something online. I just hate to do that because what I would order would be pretty heavy, and you know it might charge me a lot for shipping. How's it going, Wisconsin Outlook? Thanks for stopping in. Here in Illinois, it's 55. Yeah, I don't even know what I got to today, but it was pretty warm today. I have a thermometer over here. I'll look to see what it is right now. Never mind. The wife moved the thermometer for some reason, and I don't know where she put that. Oh, here it is. It's 39 here right now. But the sun's been down for probably almost an hour now. Maybe not quite that long. Maybe half hour, 45 minutes. Oh, Smitty sled for ice fishing. Oh, okay. You're in your new house now? Congratulations, Wisconsin Outlook. You gonna do a video on it? Got 40 there today, 30 right now. Where are you at, Mark? Hey, did you ever find the weirdo that didn't like the vids? No, I had no idea who that was. It doesn't seem like they're around anymore. I don't know, maybe they'll pop back up, but who knows? Yeah, that haven't had much issue with that lately. And smoking some cheddar this week. Okay, that sounds good. Oh, you're in Vermont? Okay. I'm gonna do an update video. I'll be looking for it. I got to thinking last night. I kind of looked for. I see Kenny's videos when he uploads. They go to my subscription box, but I don't ever see yours, Wisconsin Outlook. I know you missed a little while there, but I seen you uploaded a bass fishing video not that long ago, and I can't recall ever seeing that in my subscription box or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. That person that was going around for a long time disliking my videos, I have no idea who it was and what their motive was, but I'm guessing it was like an animal rights activist or something. Because it seemed like they were around right after I made the videos on the Wolf Patrol and PETA and stuff like that. I made another one here a couple weeks ago. What is an animal rights activist? Because my coon hunting group doesn't seem to know what an animal rights activist is. So, yeah, I made one on there and haven't gotten any flack on that one yet, but we will see. YouTube doesn't like when you don't post videos for a bit. Okay, so you and Kenny, you guys both YouTubers. I don't know if the rest of you guys do any uploading or not. If you do, let me know. But so it seems like my videos aren't getting suggested by anything anymore. I got the YouTube Studio app on my phone and I check it 30 times a day probably just to check on things and see how videos are doing and stuff like that and subscribers. But seems like my videos aren't getting suggested. I'll go into my videos and for the longest time now, it's like any video almost, a good one will be suggested like one time by some random video that a lot of times isn't even related to what I uploaded and not related at all to the tags I put on the video. So I don't know what's going on with that. A lot of 90% of the time my videos are being suggested by my other videos, but it's not, getting suggested by other people's videos. I don't know what's going on with that. It's pretty odd, and my videos definitely aren't getting the views that they used to. On particular ones anyways, like my ice report, got like 200 views on that. A couple years ago, last year I was doing an ice report, I'd get 1,000 views on it. I even uploaded it to Ice Junkies and like every other major ice fishing group on YouTube or on Facebook. And those that usually do really well. And then like my barbecuing videos, I post those to Facebook on like all the barbecuing pages, and they're getting like nothing. And like that is kind of typical when you first upload a barbecue video, for me anyways, to not get a ton of views right off the bat, but then like they get suggested a lot, and these aren't getting suggested. Like the best one I posted, and I posted quite a few there for like a month or two, and like the best one's got like 150 views on it. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. Something seems broken as far as the suggestions go. Hey, this is the dude who pulled out the ice shack on thin ice last year. Oh, hey, how's it going, Trent Raven? So if you guys go back last year, the launching a ice shack on thin ice, dangerous or some shit like that, I titled it. That's the guy that pulled it out. What sucks is when they get rid of Google Share. Yeah. What kind of videos do you upload, Mac Attack? Thumbnail titles are such are what can make the difference. Yeah, I try putting on interesting thumbnails and stuff, but in my experience too, the titles, that have they're a popular search item, like the Oklahoma Joe Highland is one of the most popular grills and smokers, in the country. So people search that a lot, and I get a lot of suggestions off that, but it just doesn't seem to be working like it did on my other videos. How's it going, Fish Love Me Peterson? Okay, you post football highlights? All right. I'll have to check that out. Mac Attack, does that mean that you're a Bears fan then? My Hummingbird Helix video does really well too. Yeah. And I kind of want to get away from doing like the review videos and stuff just because I'm not getting paid for it. I don't have a sponsorship, everything I do a review on is my own money. So I feel like it's going to scare away future sponsorships by doing free reviews for him all the time. Like, why would we send this guy free stuff or pay him or do anything if he's already going to do it for free, Bears fan? Doing well. Saw skim ice on my first spot this morning. Gone 1 hour later. But it's a start. Yeah, we've had skim ice here a lot lately, but it's gone in early afternoon. Yeah, I'm a Packers fan. It was tough after yesterday. Our defense is horrible. They're so bad. That might be the worst defense I've seen the Packers put out there. And the Packers put out a lot of bad defenses throughout the years, especially in the last 10 years. It's a bad defense every year. But yeah, this one might be the worst. There's no resistance at all. They're just soft. Team can do anything they want against them. We have a good secondary, but it's Mike Pettin. He's the problem. We got so much talent in the defensive end, or on the defensive side of the ball, I mean, and Mike Pettin's scheme is just garbage. He knows that we can't stop the run, but he does nothing to adjust his scheme to stop the run. He runs dime like 60% of the time. How are you going to stop the run with 6 defensive backs on the field? It's ridiculous. It's just stupidity. Rex Ryan, I even seen him talking this morning on the TV that he said Mike Pettin is embarrassing the hell out of him because he's a disciple of Rex Ryan's defense, and yeah, he said he's embarrassed by it. Rightfully so. I would be too. Since I got the Rider DLX, I don't use my Highland so much anymore. Yeah, I would be the same too. I want one of those Rider DLXs, but money's a little tight now after my MS caused me to lose my job and stuff, so I haven't bought one yet. Yeah, I still can't stop the run. It's ridiculous. They had a whole year to do something about it and did absolutely nothing. They signed Christian Kirksey, and he played a few games, got hurt, and he's been hurt ever since. But I think those 2 rookies that were out there yesterday, you got Kamal Martin and Burns. Those 2 look like they could be decent players. I knew Kamal Martin would be. Ever since training camp, all I've heard is good things about him and how he looks like the real deal. So I know he's going to make some plays. But it's the scheme. Pettin doesn't stop the run, apparently. Could have used that first round pick on it for a run stopper. Yeah, or they could have signed one in free agency. I really wish we would have got Damon Harrison a few weeks ago, but he ended up signing with the Seahawks. He would have been a huge help. Hope the Packers, tomorrow's the trade deadline. I hope they would trade for some sort of defensive player. Everybody's pandering for them to trade for a wide receiver, Will Fuller or something, but they don't need a receiver. I mean, they could use a receiver, but they don't need a receiver like they need something on the defensive side of the ball. Ever since Mike McCarthy's been gone, your defense hasn't performed the same. We used to be able to stop the run a little bit under Capers, but yeah, now with Pettin, we can't stop the run or stop the pass, especially the run. I mean, we aren't going to win any games stopping the run like we did yesterday or did against San Francisco. Nothing we're going to do about it. 4 o'clock. Yep, Mike Daniels was decent. I don't know. He's been hurt and he hasn't done anything since he's left Green Bay, but I don't agree with getting rid of good football players. I mean, sometimes you have to, but I don't think we had to get rid of him. It sucked. We could have had Kenny Clark, Muhammad Wilkerson, and Mike Daniels on our defensive line a couple years ago, but that didn't really work out. And now they're going to want Dean Lowry to keep playing. He's not worth a starting spot, but they paid him last year. So they're not going to bench him with a $15 million contract. So he's going to keep playing, unfortunately. Hoping, wishful thinking, definitely, that they trade for J.J. Watt, but that probably isn't going to happen. I think the Texans said that they wanted like a second rounder for him, and that's Packers at most will give up probably a 5th-round draft pick for somebody, and it's probably going to be a wide receiver. Just to shut up the media and all the fans, like saying that the Packers haven't given Rodgers anything for his career, so they're going to try to butter us up, I suppose. And the 49ers, nothing but a run team? Yeah, well, they're also doing without Jimmy Garoppolo and George Kittle this week, so I mean, that's a plus, but yeah, they're still going to run the ball down our throat, guaranteed, and we probably won't win the game. And I seen a stat just a little bit ago, too, that a team going from Central Time Zone, where we are, over to the West Coast on a short week like this, so going from Sunday to Thursday, the team hasn't done that trip and won it in 12 years. So writing's already on the wall, if you ask me. All about the money. Yeah, that's completely what it is. Rodgers is getting paid too much money. That's our main problem. I mean, Rodgers, if it wasn't for Rodgers, we would probably have 0 wins this year. But yeah, he's getting paid too much. It hurts. And the other guys that are getting paid aren't doing anything. Preston's the Darius. They aren't doing much, especially Preston. Kenny Clark, he can't do everything. You know, you're not hearing his name get called, but he's getting double or triple teamed every play. So it's hard for him to make a play. If he's getting double or triple teamed, things should be easy for the other linebackers, the other DNs, the middle linebackers especially. I mean, that's on the middle linebackers and the safeties to come down. If he's double, triple teamed, those guys should be making plays, but they're not. So Darius is outperforming any other NFC North pass rusher. So is he? I've watched the games. I just haven't seen him performing a whole lot. He could be, though, having a quiet season. It's going to be quiet compared to how he did last year. I really wish we would have been in on Khalil Mack a couple years ago. It doesn't hurt too. Like yesterday, we did without Darnell Savage, which is isn't going to stop the run, but Kevin King as well. And then we had a couple key injuries out on the offensive side of the ball with Bakhtiari and Aaron Jones and Lazard obviously still out. But we should have beat the Vikings. They're terrible. I mean, they're injury riddled. They're down how many corners? And they just traded away their best pass rusher and we couldn't beat them. Mac has been really quiet. Well, teams scheme him up. I mean, same with Za'Darius probably. Teams are scheming to stop him. Same with Kenny Clark. Many of you guys been out deer hunting? Doing anything like that? Getting ready for gun season? That's right around the corner now, too. Dylan just tested positive. I seen that. Not that he's a huge loss, but he infected somebody else. He did. Yeah, the Vikings do suck. Bears are the Packers' biggest rivalry, but I hate the Vikings more than any other team, hands down. Bears aren't even number 2. They're 3rd, maybe. I hate the Patriots, and I hate the Vikings. I hate the 49ers down, too. And I hate the Seahawks. That's for sure. You just said Williams was in close contact? Yeah. Yeah, so what are we going to do if Williams tests positive, say, tomorrow? Or Wednesday, So So we'll be up 3 running backs if Aaron Jones isn't going to play. Aaron Jones didn't practice once last week. Williams is a beast. Yeah, he's a starting caliber running back. November 14th, rifle season starts here. Yeah, I'm not sure what it starts here in Wisconsin, but it's got to be around there somewhere. Going hunting this weekend. Bucks are ready now. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been shining in a while, and I think the last time we did go, we didn't see really much of anything. But we noticed that, you know, their bucks were starting to chase a little bit then. I don't even know if we've been out shining in the last week. Probably, we might have. I'm definitely looking forward to ice fishing. I think I'm just going to drive down the first probably couple times I go fishing this year. I'm going to hit the boat landing right down the road. It's usually some big pike in there. One guy from here from Chetek, a friend that I know, he catches a lot of big pike out of there. Well, not a lot, but I've seen him catch a couple really big ones, like, you know, 40 inches. Just out of this little bay right down the road here where the boat landing is. When shining last night, my God, the big ones were on does' asses trying to pin them down. Really. I should see if my old man wants to go here in a little while. It's warm enough to go. Usually he has to put a glove on, but it's warmer out tonight. He might not even have to. Any good walleye spots near me? Yeah, I'm actually, this is the Chetek Chain here where I'm at. And there's the whole Chetek Chain is good for walleye. Some buddies of mine, they stock it for walleyes. They run a program called Walleyes for Chetek, and they stock, I forget how many now. They do the 6 to 8 inch, I think they are. Brood stock, I think it's called, walleyes. They do fundraisers, they sell clothing like this hat, sweatshirts, all different kinds of stuff. Can koozies, tumblers, all kinds of stuff they sell. And they take donations, and then they do a big benefit at the end of the year. The Sunday before Labor Day every year, they do a benefit at one of the bars here in town. They raise a bunch of money there, and they do raffles and all kinds of stuff, and all the proceeds go towards stocking the chain with walleyes. And I'm not for sure, but when Scott Walker was governor, he passed a bill that had every walleye bearing lake in the state of Wisconsin was to get stocked with walleyes every other year, you know, for tourist attractions, stuff like that. So the state of Wisconsin, the DNR, was stocking the chain every other year, and then the years that they weren't stocking, the Walleyes for Chetek guys were. So the whole chain was getting stocked every single year. I don't know if it's still that way or not. If the DNR is still doing it now that Evers is in, or I have no idea what's going on with it. But I know they're still stocking anyways. Walleyes for Chetek guys are. If it's every 2 years or 1 year, I'm not sure. But then the DNR was out here during Governor's Fishing Opener. He was here, was it 2 or 3 years ago now? But they shocked the Prairie Lake the same day the DNR did to do assessment on the walleye population. And I think it was before the Walleyes for Chetek guys started stocking it, it was like half a walleye per acre they figured on the whole Chetek chain. They got it up to 1 walleye per acre, so it doubled. And they said if it gets to 1.5 walleyes per acre, it'll be good as anywhere in the world. If you hear of any of the boundary waters in Minnesota, they have some nice pike and walleye. You talking like Lake of the Woods or something? Yeah, they have excellent fishing up there. Okay, guys, we're at our half-hour time mark here. If anybody's got any more questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we'll cut her off and we'll do one of these again next week. If you guys could drop me a like on the video too, leave me a thumbs up, that helps out a ton. Wish our lake would be that good, but never caught a walleye in it yet. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't catch a lot of walleyes on accident. When I go for them ice fishing, I can catch them, but I've never been good at catching them open water fishing. But I don't have a boat either. That's a big thing, big part of it. Have a good night, Mark. It's an Eli? Okay. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it for this week's live stream. We'll be back here again next Monday, 6 o'clock Central Time. Thanks for stopping, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.